Welcome to yet another episode of Education to Home, an initiative taken by Bhavans Middle East in association with Janam TV. I am your host Samuel, and along with me is Mr. Sushant, the Faculty for Accountancy and Business Studies. We are here today to discuss the changes CBSE has done in the sample question paper. CBSE has released the new sample question paper, and as expected, there are a lot of changes with regard to the pattern of questions, especially in accountancy question paper. Here we are going to discuss the various changes CBSE has made in these sample papers and how we can convert these changes for the maximum benefit of the students to score better marks. For that, we have our expert, Mr. Sushant, our subject expert for accountancy. Sushant sir, what do you think are the changes made by CBSE in the new sample question paper, and how do you think students can make best use of that in terms of scoring better marks?
Actually, CBSE made so many changes in the pattern of question paper. As far as accountancy is concerned, last episode we discussed about the syllabus. The complete one chapter they deleted from accountancy, that is non-trading organizations accounting system. Now we have partnership accounts, we have company accounts, now analysis of financial statements and cash flow. So part 1 contains partnership accounting and company accounts. So when you are analyzing sample paper released by CBSE, we have 20 MCQ questions which carries 1 mark each. So 20 marks MCQ questions are there. Out of that, mainly 11 questions are from partnership accounts as per the content wise, and 5 questions are from company accounts. Ratio related questions, only 1 question is there from MCQ part, and cash flow related 2 questions. This is the composition of 20 marks MCQ. This may vary, but as per the content wise, partnership carries maximum weightage for MCQ. And MCQ questions, when you are going through the sample paper, you can see majority of the MCQ question requires lots of workings to find out the answer. Example, earlier we were these type of questions were asking for 3 marks and 4 marks. These 2 questions are asking now for MCQ type. So children need to work a lot. They need more practice to score well or good marks in MCQs as per the new latest pattern. Now come to the 3 marks area. There are 6 questions which carries 3 marks each, and there are 4 parts, 4 3-mark questions are from part 1, that is partnership and company accounts, and 2 questions are from cash flow and ratio and financial statement analysis part. And when you are going through 3-mark question, on 1 question we have or internal choice also, and majority contribution from partnerships related with the death of a partner. 1 question is there, and the profit and loss appropriation. Students should be very careful. Fundamentals of partnership, the basics of partnership. When you are going through the sample paper, lots of questions they are asking from fundamental part. Normally students will leave that part because we have past adjustments there, we have profit and loss appropriation preparation there. So lots of so many small parts questions are there from the basic part. So CBSE has given maximum weightage to that first part of the partnership accounting. So that profit and loss appropriation preparation, past adjustment is asked for internal choice, and at the same time goodwill valuation, 1 question is there, and financial statement theory, 1 question is from financial statement theory. Mainly they are asking for the ratio analysis, its limitations, advantage, all these things, and ratio analysis, 1 question is also ratio analysis, 1 theoretical aspect they completely covered under the 3-mark question. And issue of shares and debentures, 1 question is there from issue of debentures, consideration other than cash. That means 1 business is acquiring another business, and in consideration to that business is issuing debentures and all. So students, this normally in earlier pattern also these questions were asking for 3 marks. Now also they included the same pattern for 3-mark questions, and profit and loss appropriation and past adjustments. I'm again giving instruction to the students to definitely should go to a good coverage for the basics of partnership. You should cover it properly because there are lots of marks we can expect from this first part of the partnership accounting. And when it comes to the 4-mark questions, there are 3 4-mark questions are there. Out of that, 2 questions are from partnership and company and 1 question from financial statement analysis. So 4-mark question, 3 4-mark questions are there. One is from dissolution, one dissolution of partnership, and the second one is from balance sheet preparation. As per the company accounts, we need to show how to present a capital in the balance sheet, share capital in the balance sheet, and students should note how to prepare notes to accounts and how to present share capital in the balance sheet. This type of question either for 3 or 4 marks definitely CBSE can ask for the examination. And one is ratio calculation. Ratio calculation, they will ask 2 ratios to calculate for 4 marks. Any combination, one solvency, one liquidity, or one turnover ratio, one profitability ratio, or any ratio they can ask for 4 marks. And the thing is that when you are attending ratio analysis question, you should write formula first, because formula carries some marks. So after formula, then you start calculation which is related to the ratio which is asked in the examination paper. When it comes to the 6-mark area, that the highest content or highest weightage is given for 6 marks. Earlier we have 8-mark question, now we have 6-mark question only. Instead of 2 8-mark question in the part A, we have 5 6-mark questions. So 5 6-mark questions, total 30 marks are from this area. Almost we have around 30-40% marks are from this area only. So students should be very careful while attending this section. 4 questions are from partnership and company accounts, and 1 question is from cash flow. So cash flow, we have no internal choice, and out of this 5 questions, when you are seeing, 2 questions have options. Only 2 questions we have options. That means the rest of the 4 questions of 6 marks, we don't have any option. And 2 questions, 1 cash flow, definitely they will ask for 6 marks, and cash flow we have no internal choice, I told you. Then cash flow can be asked in 2 ways, either cash flow statement with operating cash flow only they can ask, or cash flow full statement. If they are asking full cash flow statement, then operating cash flow calculation will be very less. Very 1 or 2 adjustments will be there to find out the operating profit before working capital adjustments, and only 1 or 2 current asset adjustments will be there. Otherwise, if they are asking only cash flow from operating activity, we can expect more calculation in the operating part. Maybe non-operating expenses, non-cash expenses, these type of items will be there in the question, and students should know how to deal with these items. And when it comes to the partnership part, as per the CBSE sample paper, admission or retirement, this is 1 question for 6 marks. In both the question, students need to prepare revaluation account, partners capital account, and balance sheet of the balance sheet is not asked, only revaluation account and partners capital account. Earlier, as per the previous pattern, we had for 8 marks we had revaluation account, partners capital, and balance sheet. Now only revaluation account and partners capital account is there, and both admission part and the retirement part also. And another question, death of a partner, we have no choice for this question. In death of a partner, we need to pass journal entry also. Normally students will not give attention to journal entries, so very careful. In this time, I think they can ask even for 6 marks journal entries only. So normally students will focus on revaluation, capital, and all this part, but you should equally give importance for journal entries also. They can ask even journal entry for admission related questions also. Revaluation of assets, revaluation of liability, revaluation profit, loss, and partners capital related items, transfer of accumulated profit and losses. These type of journal entry also they can ask for 6 marks. And death of a partner, they told to prepare journal entry plus executor's account also. If a partner dies in between the financial year, how to find out the profit or loss of partner until the date of death, that we need to calculate on the basis of sales, on the basis of time, different method, and on the basis of that we need to transfer the amount to legal executor's account also. That is there for 6 marks. When it comes to the company accounts, as usual, forfeiture and reissue related question are there for 6 marks. Particular number of shares are forfeiting, out of that a part of shares are reissuing, and what is the amount. Of course, we need to find out the working note. Clearly we should show the working note and capital reserve amount to be pointed out, and we need to pass the entry for that. And both the question forfeiture and reissue are same. And debenture, So this is a new type of question. They asked debenture, issue of debenture, and they are additional, like shares, they are issuing additional debentures for funding, and after that we need to prepare loss on issue of debenture and interest related issues or interest related entries of debentures.
I believe this discussion or this analysis of the paper was useful to all of you. Hope you will be following the suggestions by sir, and wish you all the best. Thank you.